Today on Food Journey, I'm about to have an awful day with Chef Etie. You may know him for his cheerful and enthusiastic approach to all things big, meaty, and grill-worthy. But together, we're about to steer, no pun intended, away from meat and explore something different from our offal selection today. Let's get right to the kitchen to meet him. Hello everybody and welcome to our kitchen today. I am here with Chef Etie. Yay! Welcome to the Food Journey kitchen today.
Thank you very much.
I'm so happy to have you here because we are going to be discussing offals.
Yes.
We're having an awful day.
But not an awful day.
Not an awful day. Don't you just love that?
Oh, yes.
And when we speak about offals, we're talking about those parts of an animal that are not really the meaty parts, but we're talking about the organs.
Yes. The entrails, the triparts, the parts, those parts are the parts that are really nutritious, but people don't know about.
People don't know about it, but here you're going to give us an education today, Chef, because I know I've chosen the right person for this task. You have a huge background in barbecuing as well, and I thought it might be interesting to have that take on the offals as opposed to cooking them on a stove and see what we can come up with. But I'd love to learn a little bit more about you. Tell us a little bit about how you came into the culinary industry.
Okay, it's quite interesting because I started in school, I just wanted to survive and I did gigs, chicken and chips for parties, but when I graduated, I now discovered that I could take it to the next level. So when I decided to take it to the next level, became serious about it, I started using the internet, I started buying books. I started talking to pitmasters all over the world, getting techniques and methods to take the barbecue to the way, the standard the world would want it.
That's very interesting because a lot of people go the culinary school route. Not everybody does. And I think it's admirable that you took it in hand and did what you could do and what was best for you to progress.
Exactly. You see, most people go for culinary school, basically theory. But, barbecue is hands-on, you learn more by your mistakes and, experience. You can't beat that.
That's fantastic. So of all the techniques that you have tried and you have read about and learned or was shown by people who are in the industry as well, what's your favorite way of cooking? Is it the barbecue?
Well, we in Africa, we love to grill. Grilling basically is high temperature, going from 350 to 360 or 370. But now, I love the barbecue because it's low and slow. But for the offals and for the tripods, we're going grilling.
And for this, Chef Etie was out early in the market, purchasing two of our offal offerings, the lungs and the heart, which is the first on our menu today. First, it's have a heart, followed by my take on liver, sizzle my liver. And then we'll be taking a breather, chewing some lungs, and finally washing it all down with a dark ale refresher. My contribution is some liver, which I found among the other offals and secured a nice, beautiful cut to prepare today. I brought liver.
Wow, lovely.
It's not a thing that I used to like eating when I was younger.
Definitely, lots of us didn't like it.
Yes, because it was sort of like very irony tasting. It was very thick. And, I just couldn't stomach it. But one day I was shown that actually if you're cooking liver, you need to slice it really thin and cook it really fast. Dealing with things like the heart, that's a huge... the machine that runs
that runs the body.
And obviously that runs the cow heart that we're going to be dealing with today. What about all those things that are inside, the ventricles, the valves and stuff like that? Is all of that not sort of an obstacle to the stuff around it? I can't really wrap my head around it.
That's the one that makes it, that's where the blood and everything runs. And blood has its umami taste.
Yes.
So that's what makes it lovely.
Really
It's exciting to grill.
So you can assure me that I'm going to enjoy trying out this heart recipe that we're about to do.
We're gonna have fun.
Okay. Chef Etie is a true flavor master and creates original marinades. We're lucky today that he's brought us a taste of this in his 2 signature marinades, one dry and one wet. One of the things that just blew me away was your marinade. Now I know that you love to make these.
Yes.
Tell us what goes into the process of making a really good marinade that just smells like heaven.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I brew mine. I have yeast in it. I have hops. Just like making ale, but have a lot of things. And one thing especially has love in it.
Oh, we love putting love as the main ingredient into our foods.
Yes.
Now, what's the difference between having the wet rub and the dry rub here?
Okay, basically, what people don't know about dry rubs are mainly used for fatty meats, The fat helps the rub, marinate better, the meat goes in. Then for the wet rub, it's more like a moist for dry meat, meat that don't have lots of fat, lean meat, it keeps it moist, while we cook.
I see. So that's just a simple formula, really.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and you've got some other interesting things here too. I see you've got your skewers getting wet for the barbie, and you've got some other things.
Some garlic, some ginger.
Ooh, and
some chili pepper. I couldn't
beautiful
get pepper.
So, in terms of using this very interesting piece of meat, can I just grab it and take it out?
Yes, you can.
Look at this. Oh boy. So that is the hearts. And this has been cut into
two. So
you can
have
see
the left and the right.
That's right. I have to remember my biology, guys. That you've got all these sort of ventricles and things going on. But the actual meat itself, I mean, the hearty part of it, feels, like it's got some substance in it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Very interesting. And of course, this is how it looks like all together.
It pumps.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely amazing to actually hold one of these. So what about all this stuff here? Is this edible too?
Yeah, they are,
Really?
But you could make some nice soups out of them, some nice, when I mean soup now, not soup, but soup like you could have with bread,
Oh, okay, like a
drinking
soup.
Yes.
Right, so without further ado, I would love to see how you're going to prepare this for us and then for the grill. What's the first thing that we have to do?
I have to cut out the other part of the meat so I could just concentrate on the heart.
On the heart. So we're getting rid of this and we're dealing with that.
The heart, yes.
Beautiful. Now, this, am I scaring you? This is a knife and a half.
Yes.
Why the curved sort of thing going on here?
Now, interestingly, the knives are suya menus,
Yes.
I used to have a cleaver, but I discovered that this knife has a multi-purpose, You could use it, for thin slices, for cubing. It serves as a multi-purpose knife, and it's ours. It's our traditional knife.
I love it.
In Nigeria.
I think I have to have a go on that today.
You should.
Not on your heart.
Oh, okay, well, your liver. No, not your liver, on the cow's liver.
The cow's liver. You can cut up your heart and I'll cut up my
the
liver.
liver.
All right, so off we go.
All right then.
First things
first. We remove
that
get
bit.
that out.
Let's see if we can slide this over a little bit here. Great.
So we get this
all
out.
That's going.
Oh, yeah, all that's going.
Do you want me to?
No,
should I give it a whole?
It's fine. It's fine.
I want to feel like I'm doing something.
It's fine.
Fantastic. So that goes. I'll take this over to the sink. Boom.
So I open it up.
go.
Then I cut them into cubes.
Cubes. I see. Not into steaks.
No, into cubes.
Because we're putting them
On
on
the skewers.
a stick.
Yeah, on the skewers.
And you can see all that rich sort of
Yes,
bloodiness, but
yes.
not dripping blood, really, which is also
That's where all
appealing.
the flavors are.
Incredible. This was a healthy cow.
Yes, it is.
Does not have a fat heart.
No. Not too much cholesterol.
No. Very interesting. There's some people who actually would just never try this.
Well, like I said, I was.
Were you one of them?
No. Like, I was looking at it like, oh, I've had too much of meat, I had too much of chicken, had too much of. So let's try something else. There's something. Just venture into a new
Realm.
part. Yes, for aging people who can't eat meat anymore.
This is a good option.
Yes,
Healthier
and you know.
option. Is it
I mean-
easier to digest? Do you
Yes, it is. I think so. So Sonia, could you pass me the bowl so I could make some marinades?
Sure. Okay.
So
So you're gonna
scoop
slide
in.
those in.
Yeah. Don't they look beautiful?
They do actually. They look meaty.
Yeah.
Now that they've all been
Diced,
chopped up.
yeah.
So it's in with a marinade. And all the other spices mentioned too. Don't forget the wet marinade. And give it all a good mix.
So we'll leave it to marinate for like 40-45 minutes.
Okay.
While it's been marinating, so we could set up the fire.
Set up the fire.
Yes.
That you're gonna do.
Yes, I'm gonna do.
All right, let's go do that.
All right.
See you at the fire.
So basically, you should get good coal. Coal is
Right.
key. We prefer, like the cola nut tree, the mahogany. Those woods burn and they keep their coals, so their coals are firm. This is what I got from a supermarket. And you brought this.
Yeah.
Quite interesting, because this is almost the same thing as this. Because we don't know that palm kernel shafts can be made as fire lighters too. So we neglect them and we don't go for them.
This is probably the same compressed.
Yeah, just compressed. Basically, I'm going to put this in between. Then I'll start building around it.
I see. Good luck.
Light, fire,
Let's see how many it takes
action.
And over to the other grill to light as well. Phew, that's done. And it's time to skewer. Armed with our pierced hearts, it's on the grill for a delicious 10 minutes of grilling. Now just baste this with lovely oil.
So basically what the oil does is just make it moist so it doesn't burn out. Keeps all the spices, all the marinade intact.
In there. And with our hearts on the grill, it's back in the kitchen for my liver. It's going to be simple seasoning for this one. Salt, pepper, liquid smoke, olive oil, and a Ziploc bag. All right, so let's get to cutting.
Yes.
You scared?
No,
You
no,
should be.
no. I have the heart.
Ah, there we go.
My liver will not fail me.
I'm cutting the liver nice and slim, carefully, with that dangerous knife. And with chef checking the grill, I season my liver and mix manually in a bag.
The heart is ready,
Oh,
and I need you to have a taste.
I want to. We're griddling some pita and topping with a tomato, parsley, spring onion, and lime dressing that I whipped up. Oh yeah. Okay. Mmm. Yeah?
I'm sure you're not heartless.
So good. I love this.
We all compliment each other.
Don't talk with your mouth full. It's divine. Just that earthiness and the freshness. Nice one. Yum, 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 yum.
Wow.
After that first taste of heart, you know, I'm really excited to see how the rest of this is going to turn out. Here we go. You can just hear that. And I'm going to remember the order in which I put them on so that it can be the same order in which I take them off. So what do you think about this? This is pretty exciting for me, you know? It's like I'm not making a steak.
It's like a Liverpool. A liver in a pool.
Okay. The liver jokes have started coming, everyone. Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Liver time, everyone.
time.
Liver time. I'm proud of my liver. Even if my liver isn't proud of me.
No, but the liver won't fail you.
No, it won't. Not this time. Coriander up
Yep.
this plate. I think
Some drizzle of
olive oil. I'm going to do the honors. My heart is telling me something, that I actually like the heart better.
Thank you. So earthy,
Very earthy.
not too spicy. You can't go wrong with keeping it simple.
I guess.
Beautiful.
Well, we like liver,
Yeah.
but our heart belongs to
To
the heart. Now let's see what's happening to those lungs.
Sonia, we're back from the garden, and how's it been so far?
I tell you, it has been just an adventure of curiosity and taste and just different textures, and I'm just intrigued, and my tummy is very happy.
So these are the lungs I got from the market.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
spongy. You can see it looks very, the texture
Oh,
is
it's scarily light.
Yes.
Chef cuts the spongy lungs into cubes. We're seasoning with lime and 2 types of pepper, dry Rodo powder and Cameroon pepper, some garlic, and chef's secret marinade.
My secret, I got margarine. So I'm going to make herb burgers.
Clever, clever. Our lung kebabs are ready with our herb butter to melt right on the coals. Each of us are on our individual tasks, and mine is to watch and melt the herb butter.
Okay, Sonia, I think you could bring that over.
All right. It's really sizzling there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's your brush.
Oh, my brush. Okay. I'm doing the honors. The honors.
First basted.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think of that basting? Still feels spongy. That's my technique. Am I being a little too shy?
Oh, beautiful.
You're just being kind.
You think so?
You know, I can really smell that garlic in there and stuff.
Yes.
And you know what? With all that sponginess going on, I dare say that it's really going to soak in there.
That's it.
I think that's the
It
idea.
will just hold all the mint, all the basil, all the margarine.
Certainly looks good.
Yeah.
I can see all that
Sure,
Cameroon pepper giving that little pop of that speckled pop. It's very visually appealing, I must say. Okay, this is looking amazing, and I really think that it's time for us to have something to drink.
Did I tell you I'm a mixologist too?
You would be. But it's important, is it? What do you think about pairing and food?
You know, that's one thing I thought of too, you know, just not learning about the food, learn about the drinks that go with the food.
Exactly.
You know, the pairing, the red wine, the white wine, the lager, the ale, what goes with what, you know.
Funny you say that, because today I'm going to be making a cocktail that comes from where my grandmother is from. Often speak about her on the show, from Jamaica. It's just going to make a sort of dark ale punch.
Rasta man!
Well, not quite Rasta, but definitely Jamaican this is. And I'm sure all my Jamaican cousins out there are going to recognize this one. Okay. So shall we go ahead and start making that? And sort of in conjunction with our cooking.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really excited about this one. It looks like we've had great weather up until now. It's threatening. Yes. So why don't you rush over and get those lovely...
So the lungs are ready.
Yes. Let's have a delicious taste of that. Lung cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. The butter
makes everything better.
Absolutely fantastic.
Finger
Love that.
licking.
Finger looking good. Now let's see how well our dark ale punch works with that. Yeah. First thing you need, dark ale. We are tipping that in, making it frothy. I've got another glass of that. Make it frothy. And I've heard always make sure that you do it in a glass container.
Yeah.
Next thing, condensed milk.
Whoop. Little
sweetness there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you like that for counting?
That's the mixology count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Yes.
And what else?
Cinnamon.
You got it.
All right.
I've got about half a teaspoon each.
Nutmeg and cinnamon.
Okay, next thing and last thing. Top it up with milk. One.
See the layers.
Building.
See the layers building.
And a little bit more if we can fit that in there. Good. To the brim. Okay, let's get that out the way. Lovely. Before the rain gets us, let's say goodbye. Thank you, Chef Etie.
It's
been a pleasure.
I love it.
Cheers, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.